I'm Jennifer White, and I'm an educational consultant and team leader for Usborne Books and More, and I'm going to share with you my top picks for summer reading. These are going to be chapter books, and we're going to start with the ones that are for the youngest readers and move up. First of all, I want to share with you Billy V. Brown and Hey Jack. We've had these in our lineup for quite a while, but every season, every new release, we get a few more titles in this series, so they're quite extensive now, between 12 and 15 books per series. These are great for children who are just starting to read chapter books but may not be really ready to move on to a full-fledged chapter book. They still have illustrations, they have wide spacing between the lines and a large font, and Billy B and Jack are best friends, so both of these characters are featured in one another's books. It's a really great option to have for summer reading because between the two of them, you've got almost 30 books to choose from that will keep your kids entertained all summer. Now, this is a new series, The Secret Mermaid, that tells the story of a little girl. Molly is just like any other girl, but then her grand gives her a pretty shell necklace, and Molly is amazed to discover it is enchanted and that she is now the secret mermaid. So this is a new series. It's lots of fun. My daughters love it, and I think that yours will too, especially in the Secret Mermaid theme of being water, ocean, summer. It's a great option. And also, we have Sandy Lane Stables. This is a new series as well. It's a little bit more hearty of a novel than The Secret Mermaid. It's a little bit thicker, as you can see. There are no illustrations. It is all print. And so this is a really great series. There are 6 books in this series now. Each series deals with different characters, and so they don't necessarily have to be read in order, so that's a great thing about this series. And again, what's more fun than riding horseback in the summer? This is our Wheel Nut series, which I know I've shared with you before. I love this series. This is really great for reluctant readers because it reads a little bit more in the style of a comic book with these great, beautiful illustrations, just lots of fun, lots of colors. We now have a full series, 5 or 6 books in this series now, and I think that this is a great option, especially for those reluctant readers. EJ12 is another series. This is about a girl, Emma Jack, who is a math whiz and is recruited by a code cracking organization. So she kind of becomes a secret agent. We have had some more books added to this series recently as well, so these will definitely keep your kids entertained throughout the summer. Another new series I want to share with you is The Impossible Quest. This is a series of 5 books. And this is new to our lineup for this season. And I love this book because it's kind of in the same vein as Harry Potter. It's, fantasy and magic, and it's just so cool and fun. And there's this mystery, and there are these kids who it's up to them to save the world or their magical realm from catastrophe. So it's just really edge of your seat. But still, it's got quite a lot of words on each page, but definitely something that even younger kids could enjoy as a read aloud. Now, this is the Choose Your Own Ever After series. We again have several books in this series. This is kind of along the lines of what you would have seen back in the day as a Choose Your Own Adventure, although it is more tilted toward the romantic scene. So this is a book series that is definitely popular among girls and especially the tweens. Getting up into the closer to teenage years. And I do think that while there is some romance and even some kissing, it is presented in a way that is very innocent. So just keep that in mind depending on what your thoughts are about what you want your daughters reading. Now, this is our True Stories series, which is also really exciting. So there's a series of books that are actually nonfiction, but the stories are fictionalized, and so they read like a fiction story. So this is a lot of fun, especially for kids who maybe are not as interested in the fantasy and sci-fi genre. This is a great choice for them. Now, this is definitely a fantasy novel series, The Sword of Koromari. This is for older readers. As you can see, it's a very substantial book. We've got small font, so this is, middle school and up. It could be a little scary for younger kids, but it is a fantastic series for the older kids and even the adults. I know I've really enjoyed reading this series. So this is about a boy who goes through this really cool fantasy adventure, all going back to the sword when he goes to Japan. So it's really neat to sort of learn about the Japanese culture, but also this really exciting adventure story. And lastly, I want to put in a good word for our illustrated originals and our illustrated stories collections. This is our illustrated stories, one of them, Arabian Nights. So these books are a collection of stories that have been sort of revamped revamped and changed so that they are appropriate for younger children. So it's, we have Dickens, we have Shakespeare, Aesop's stories. So it's just neat to have these classic works of literature that have been retold in a way that children can really enjoy and understand. And the illustrations within, that's the key word, is that these are illustrated stories. And some of these illustrations are just amazing. Illustrated Arabian Nights is one of my absolute favorites. And then we also have our Illustrated Originals series, which is just what it is, just what it says. These are original books, classic works of literature that are unabridged in their original format, and they have been illustrated as well with these gorgeous illustrations. So you can see here, this is the Wizard of Oz, and we have the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and Dorothy there in the woods. And it just really brings these great works of literature to life for children and gives them a whole new perspective. I hope that these books have been helpful to you and that you will end up choosing some of them to help your children keep their reading going through the summer. I wish you lots of fun, lots of sun, and lots of reading.